want to make more money, you want to take care of your parents, but none of that happens overnight. Look, I've made a lot of progress in the last year, and it all came down to these 3 things. FYI, there's a band-aid here. I cut myself during my plane ride. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, you don't need huge changes to make massive amounts of progress. You just need to get 1% better every single day. Okay, fuck it. Even if you get 0.5% better every single day, those small changes will add up and compound over the years to come. And those small changes help me to reach the goals that I wanted to achieve by the end of the year. So going back into the timeline, I was sleeping last year 4 to 5 hours per day. And every day because of that, I felt sluggish and I wanted to take naps during the day, which halted my productivity and my output in work. Not only that, my focus really sucked. I wasn't operating and producing at 100%. I was more or less on like 60 to 70%. And the lack of sleep, those 4 to 5 hours, it affected everything. My income, my workouts, and my mindset too. I was always not motivated, scrolling on my phone more often than I should. And to dive deeper into the fitness aspect, I was 21% body fat, had no real definition on my muscles, all because I wasn't recovering well from my workouts and I wasn't burning the calories. Since when you're sleeping more, you burn a lot more calories. First step was just increasing the volume of sleep. So instead of 4 to 5 hours, I was sleeping 6 to 7 hours. When the clock hits 10:30 to 11, it's time to go to bed. I had to make a habit of doing that so that my body gets used to that time. And there are a few accessories in which I'll put the links down below in which help me get more sleep on a more consistent basis and also increase the quality of sleep. First thing I did was actually set a reminder, right? If you have an iPhone and iOS device, there's an option to where you can adjust your sleep mode to where it starts at 10:30 or which time is more convenient for you to sleep and wake up. For example, on my case, I put my phone on sleep mode at 10:30 so that I get no notifications whatsoever. And it tells you you should go to bed, and then it automatically has it so that it alarms at 6:30 a.m., which is typically when I use to wake up. And all that's automated, so every single night, every single day, so sleep mode is on at 10:30 p.m. and your alarm is set at 6:30 without you having to adjust manually and create that friction. So once you start getting the consistency down in terms of the sleep volume, now you increase the quality. What I've done for the past few months was actually use a mouth tape. You could get these on Amazon for like 15 to 20 bucks for 30 of them. That dramatically helped me sleep. I wasn't breathing through my mouth, I was breathing through my nose, which is the proper way on how you should do it too. This also reduces snoring, in which helps you get more quality sleep and get more of that deep sleep in. By the time of this recording today, I've actually been serious in tracking my sleep and I got this Oura ring for like $377, but you don't have to do that. You could use your iPhone if you want the cheaper method to track your sleep. But this gives a more concrete detail on your sleep analysis, and it lasts 4 to 5 days of battery life, which is more convenient for me and an investment for sure. All right, next, once I got the sleep down, now it's time for the lifting, health, and fitness. So I got more energy. Now what do I do with this energy? There's 2 things you should do. First is work out, and next is build your career. Let's talk about the working out part first. So yes, last year I was 21% body fat. I had a bubble gut. I didn't have any definition in my muscles whatsoever, even though I had 4 years of training. What I did was actually hire a coach. A friend of mine that I was in the videography business with at the time when I was running this, he actually referred me to an online fitness coach. He told me that he's gonna hold you accountable, he's gonna track your macros, and he's gonna text you if you fucked up or not. Again, holding that accountability aspect, in which what I needed, because I was really eating whatever I wanted and I didn't really track anything. If you guys know, tracking is slacking. So I hired this coach for 6.5K and he helped me out. I lost 5 inches off my waist and gained more than 1 inch on my bicep, fully recomping my body. And this was the leanest and the greatest I've ever looked in my entire life. It gave me more energy too. Added on with the extra sleep, I also had extra energy. and also gained more confidence overall, being lean and more shredded. So now I'm like hovering around 16 to 17% body fat, and it taught me discipline overall and just tracking everything that you eat, maintaining your wellness overall. All right, and then let's talk about the focus and the career aspect on this. When I was undersleeping and eating like crap, I didn't really focus on my career, my finances as a whole. Yes, I was making a lot of money than the people my age, but I wasn't really budgeting and tracking what was actually coming in and coming out. Since I was overeating, my health wasn't really there. I spent a lot on food and I didn't really track that overall. And I didn't really have a consistent set budget in mind. I really just YOLO'd it, right? And this led to me being in lots of unfortunate circumstances like debt. So yeah, I mean, this was just a year ago. Now, with those two aspects in mind and also focus being included as well into being better for the next year, which I'm currently in, I've been able to track my finances properly, have a straight mind, know what's coming in, what's coming out, and to have a consistent budget in mind so that you know what to spend, how to spend it on. And when I did this, I've hit multiple 5-figure marks in my net worth. I also became more stress-free since I didn't have any more debt. And I knew where my money was going, each paycheck. And not only that, I also have other income sources as well, not just from my 9-to-5. So I'm living more comfortably in terms of finances and have more of a financial independence because I had more focus, because I ate well, because I slept well. And this led me on to a promotion at work, thankfully, and I'm grateful for that. I increased my income as well as decreased my expenses so that I have that large enough gap to where I can invest into things that I actually want. Courses, classes, investments in the brokerages, Roth IRA, emergency fund, travel, all those that I consider ROIs for myself, I invest in, have the percentage of my needs lower and lower, and have the income higher and higher as I get promotions, as I get more opportunities in other income sources. And this wasn't an overnight change. This took me really 12 months for me to accomplish all those things on a consistent basis. So that's why I preach, just get 1% better every day. Even just get 0.5% better every day, because those small changes really add up over the course of weeks, months, years. So comment down below on which aspect are you working on first. Is it sleep? Is it fitness? Or is it focus?